Micro. According to Bing, and every gamer like me, micro, short for micromanagement, refers to a player's ability to control a unit effectively. Basically, it's how good you are with a character at a game. The game we're going to be covering for this video is the Southeast Asian hit Mobile Legends. She's bluffing. Kill her. I don't know what she's trying to do, but I guess, man. You wanna give me the kills? My bad.
Did you just flicker so I don't get the
Bro,
kill,
get out,
bro?
get out, get out.
You win.
Oh crap.
Help me.
Ah.
I have Haskell, I could out-sustain.
I got it.
He keeps trying to M1 you instead of M1ing the minion.
With my life. She's the only reason we survived that.
Yeah.
I told you Chunga was viable. Guys, no! The SS is gone! I'll 1-1. You go first.
I don't have ult to do anything. They almost died though. What the heck? This is the wrong person.
Let's rock out.
So, XP lane. Huh. There's a lot to say about this lane because it is my favorite lane. Basically you just out-ego the other guy and just harass him into like giving up and rotating while you hard push his lane. XP lane is one of the most micro-dependent lanes, especially in like the current meta, because most XP laners gotta rotate these days, and they're really like a second front in teamfights if you're playing a tanky character or a secondary assassin to just bully the hell out of the backline. There are two types of XP lane players, and that's the egoists, like me of course, and the hard feeders, which basically lose their lane and feed so hard that they help the enemy scale even faster, and eventually the effect trickles down to like the other lanes and you just lose the game. XP lane matchups. When you're playing any lane, not just XP lane, you need to know exactly what you're going up against. And I mean exactly. You can't just know the character's skills. You need to know how much damage they deal in the early game, if they beat you in the early game, or if you can scale enough. Usually, what I do is counterpick, so I bully them, or stall. What I mean by stalling is that when you're going up against an enemy in your lane that's too strong for you to beat through pure micro, you gain enough gold over time so that you scale and eventually become relevant enough to beat them. Stalling can be achieved through rotating to other lanes to leech off their gold, helping your teammates so that they can secure objectives and get kills, and you can have either if you're fumbling in the early game, less of a gold gap, or if you're already dominating, snowball even harder. Snowball is when you're beating them so hard that the match isn't even close. In playing any lane, you need to know how to utilize your minions efficiently. You can freeze the lane. Freezing is when your character is strong enough that the enemy can't contest the minions. Otherwise, it would be a secured kill for you. So usually they're just forced to tower hug. Cutting is usually done in the early game by fast mobility heroes like Benedetta and Chao, where you get into like the middle section of the first turret and the second turret, so that you can clear the minions faster and get level 2. This is usually done when you're invading in the early game, but I really don't recommend you do this because you're probably gonna get jumped, in my experience at least. You can just out micro if you're good enough. Fast clearing is simple, it's just clearing the minions fast so that you get your gold fast. You can do this when you're about to buy an item, so you can dive the turret or something. That's usually what I do, and I always get a kill off of it.
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고.
The Roamer. The Roamer has one job and one job only. It is to front. It is to protect their teammates. It is to glaze so hard that you hyper carry or you stall enough so that your teammates can scale. So it makes no sense to me why people, especially, I know you know who you are. I know you know who you are. Keep playing Florian, Estes, and Angela. If you're going to play a healer, I better see you glazing the team so hard that they never have to recall back to base, not even once. I ban your characters every single game because Muntan refuses to acknowledge that your character's healing is overpowered and needs to be nerfed. When you ult a character, especially you, Angela, especially you, when you ult a character and your ult is finished, you have 13 seconds of cooldown. How is this fair? You're basically even scaling the highest scaling member on your team so that they just bully everyone else in the game, especially you, Leomord Angela combo users. I am not mad that you are playing these characters, but rather, Muntan sees the strength of these characters and still chooses to nerf the weakest characters in the game, like Harith and Wanwan. Guys, we should nerf Wanwan. Angela's over here dishing out ults that deal like 100% 999 shield. That's fair, guys. Oh, guys, we nerfed Angela. We made it so that we reduced 500 of her shield, but made it so that it scales to like 500% magic damage or something. Wow, that's so fair, so balanced, so fun to play against. And like, the Angelas on my team always be glazing their E-boys. Where's my glaze? Sorry about that. Okay, anyways, back on track, back on topic. Yeah, okay. When you start the game off as a roamer, you should probably help your jungler with any of the 2 buffs, or rather the blue one, depending on which your jungler goes to. You have to follow your jungler, by the way. Some of the roamers gank mid, but that's really just a waste for some reason. I don't know why they do that. And some of the roamers go invade. Invading only works if you're playing Kaja. Nothing else, just Kaja. If you're playing Hilda, you do a bunch of damage, but you need follow-up. And I'm pretty sure in solo queue, you're probably not gonna do that while you get jumped. Also, try to not invade unless you're Kaja, because they have kind of like a small boost in defense and attack while they're in their side of the jungle, and you don't.